Oh my God, you guys, I have a new boyfriend. I know, you must be so happy for me. Anyway, I met him in a bar. That's so cool, right? Seriously, it's like one of the best places ever. Sometimes you find really nice people willing to pay for your drinks all night. You don't even have to spend your own money. It's great because they hang around you all night to keep you company and never expect anything in return. And if you're lucky, they'll like you enough to take you to their house, or they'll follow you to yours. And sometimes they are comfortable enough to have a sleepover. That's when you know they really love you. I think so many strangers are willing to do that for me because I'm so nice, you know? So anyway, I went to the bar looking for Mr. Right, and there he was, my new angel. So I go in and sit at the bar and start looking around. The place is pretty bare except this table full of guys and some exhausted lame lady at the end of the bar who had to be woken up to leave. I mean, seriously, what a dummy. Who goes to the bar to sleep? Whatever. Anyway, I look over and see a guy looking at me. And just before he comes over, he says something to his friends and gives them all high fives. Then they all start laughing and pass some money around the table. Wow. Can you believe it? I was so excited. This guy must have told his friends that I could be the one he's been looking for his whole life. And he was willing to bet on it. Man, I was loving him already. All right, so here's what happened. He walked over and sat next to me, and he asked if he can get me a drink. I, of course, said yes. Well, the whole night he went back and forth between me and his friends, making sure I always had a drink, which was very sweet of him to do. Eventually, it came to the point when I just had enough and told him I didn't need any more. But guess what? He didn't care. He still bought me more. He was like, just relax, have fun. At first I was thinking, aw, what a doll. But then my stomach was growling and I was feeling a little sick. I wish he would have offered food. You know what, but who cares? He was doing enough already. I mean, this guy was great. He was still willing to spend money on me. You guys, I know it sounds too good to be true, but that's just my life, you know? I mean, don't worry, people. If you play your cards right and listen to me, you can have all this, too. So, after the bar closed, he went over to his friends and told them something, and then he came back to me. Now, get this. Apparently, they drove together, and he actually made them wait outside while he got to know me better in the car. Can you believe it? You know what that means, right? It means he wants commitment. I know. I was so elated. He put me before his friends. I mean, you guys, if you are put before friends, that means possibilities of a future. I'm just saying that he liked me enough to show me off, and it made me feel so comfortable to be with him. It was like I was a prize he won. You know what I mean? It made me feel special that he was proving to me how much he really cared. You see what I'm saying? My little angel definitely won that money. I can't wait to spend our lives together. So anyway, we exchanged numbers, but when I went to go use his number, I realized he accidentally gave me the wrong one. I mean, it was way off. I'm thinking he was just so out of it, he didn't even realize what he did, you know? And he wasn't calling me, so I'm guessing he may have lost mine. So I researched and found his real number. I know, I'm so nice. And I was thinking he must be waiting for me to call, and I certainly wasn't going to let my new sweetheart down. Seriously, you guys, I didn't want him to think that I wasn't interested. So I kept calling and leaving messages on his phone, and he wasn't calling back. I was thinking it's probably because he's really busy with work, or maybe he lost his phone, you know? But that's okay, because I didn't give up on my angel, and one day he finally answered. Guess what he said? Are you guys ready for this? He said, "What do you want?" Oh my God. You guys, I thought the same thing. Can you believe he said that to me? He actually cared enough to ask what I want. I didn't know what to say. This was going too fast for me. What do I want? What is he willing to give me? It took a second to settle down, but then I said, "Well, can I see you again?" He said, "Maybe." I was like, well, that's a yes if I ever heard one. Seriously, guys, nobody says maybe when they mean no. You know what I mean? I'm guessing he didn't want to say yes and look like a big desperate dork. He wanted to look cool like a real man. And I was right. So since then, he's been calling and coming over from time to time. It seems that he's usually been drinking, but seriously, you guys, you know what that means, right? Duh. When people are drinking, their true emotions come out. And it's me that he's thinking about. At such late hours of the night and those weird hours of the day. I mean, he could call anyone, but he chose me. You see what I'm saying? It's my shoulder he chooses to cry on, and I feel honored. Anyway, I know it's getting serious, right? Because the other day, his girlfriend answered the phone. I know, I felt bad for her too. He must have let her know about us. I wanted to put gum in her hair, but instead I was nice to her. She told me to stop calling her boyfriend. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too. Poor girl. She still thinks he's her boyfriend. She seemed pretty pathetic, and I have a kind heart. So I didn't want to break it to her because I know how I would look if he were to break up with me. Pretty stupid is all I'm saying. So I said, okay, because anyway, she is right. You know, he is really busy sometimes and can't keep holding the phone. So now it works out even better. I can text him constantly, and it won't even interrupt his day.